Last segment, ladies and gentlemen, is Week 5 projections. So I'm going to let Ben kind of jump into this one first. Ben, what do you see happening next week, and how do you seeing it play out? Who does your team play?
Well, we play a team called the Atlanta Falcons. They're coming to James Stadium this Sunday. It's a 1 p.m. kickoff. This is an interesting game because a few weeks ago, who would have thought both teams would be 2-2 and going after the division in Week 5? Not very many people thought that. No. But kudos to Atlanta. You know, they stay in games, as I said earlier. They're a young team, and they're going to fight, man. The Bucs have to match that intensity. If we don't match that intensity with Atlanta, I wouldn't be shocked if Atlanta goes in there and pulls one out because, you know, this is a team now. Unfortunately for you, Kyle, fortunate for us, Cordell Patterson's not going to be in there. So that's a big loss for you guys. That run game's going to hurt a little bit. But that doesn't mean we can't just, you know, take our foot off the gas pedal. We got to take advantage of that, get to the quarterback. So, yeah, this is very important that we have balance on offense for this game. My projection is, I'm just going to be honest, I think we're going to pull this one out. Okay. I'd go about 30 to 23. I think this is going to be a higher scoring type game.
Nice. No, that's totally fair. I'll follow suit with that since we're talking about our teams. It is scary. We are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at their home, which is always a disadvantage whenever you're going against the home team. You always want to be in your home stadium, especially for a divisional rivalry. But like Ben did touch upon, you know, we are without Cordell Patterson, and that's a huge loss. You know, he is our Swiss Army knife. And, you know, it's definitely going to hurt to have him out there. But as we saw in the last game, we've seen Caleb Huntley and we've seen Tyler Algier step up, and they are getting some playing time. So it's not going to be just a fresh set of legs on there. So I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. And I'm going to say that right now. The spread is 6.5 for Tampa Bay. Now, I think the one thing that the defense has going for them, and it's very clear, and Ben also touched on this, is the chemistry that's going on with this defense. The defense is definitely molding together, and they're understanding how each of them plays, which is huge. We haven't been blown out of any game yet. Maybe this will be the first. It's tough to say, but I think they've been doing a really good job. I also, again, like I said earlier, I wouldn't be shocked if we see Desmond Ridder in this game, potentially even in the second half. So if the passing game isn't up to par and Mariota is going and continuing what he's been doing, don't be shocked if you see a switch out and we get Desmond Ridder some playing time. So I'm going to go with my boys. I actually think Atlanta is going to pull this off, but it's not going to be by any means anything crazy. I think it's a 25-24 Atlanta victory.
That's not crazy. I mean, we haven't won a home game yet. So,
it's going to be a good game. It's going to be an awesome game. I'm pumped for it. So, we'll see. We'll see. Who wants to jump in?
Go ahead.
The bottom's in the league.
Right. I was looking up at you guys, just like, oh.
I guess we're going to be playing Seattle Seahawks at our home. So they're 2-2. We're 3-1. And I'm really, this is do or die time, I think, in my eyes. Whether I could see us pulling up, it's going to be really hard if we're 1-4 going into week 6. And the playoffs is not going to be looking so nicely in our hands. So yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a heated game. That's for sure. And then I think it's depending. Now I see Dalton, and now I'm like, oh yeah, Winston, right? So I am like, where am I wanting to start? Who do I want to start? And I would like to have him play half and half, you know, but I know that's not very good for anybody's confidence. You know, if you are a quarterback, I think you should try to play the whole entire game for that confidence. If you were to be taken out mid-game, it does a lot to your mentality. And also, too, okay, I looked this up, and it is a really, really sad day for me because I looked over in our penalties. It's going to be our penalties and our turnovers that either make or break it for this game. I looked at our penalty ratio, and we're at -7. We're the worst in the league.
Wow.
Yeah. So we, and this is in 4 games. We've had interceptions. We had 5. Fumbles. We've had 6. So we're standing at 11 turnovers in 4 games. And that's how serious it is.
Almost a baker's dozen. See what I did there?
God. Yeah. So I mean, I have to say we have to win. And I think it's going to be 14-24.
4?
We have to win.
Oh, okay.
We're going to win. Or else that's it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I am not as confident as you. Maybe not as urgent as you. I just kind of see the writing on the wall. We got to play San Francisco. They're 2-2. They're coming off a victory against the defending Super Bowl champs. Look, a lot of people aren't sold on Jimmy G. My opinion, when the guy can stay on the field, the guy is a winner in this system. He might not be able to see too many other places, maybe New England because him and Belichick are buddies. But honestly, I kind of feel like in this game, I feel like we're going to take that L. But I think we're going to play better. I think it's going to be like 23-16 maybe, where we're going to play, but we just cannot get over the hump. We get field goals when we should have got touchdowns. Baker's slinging it. He has over 700 yards, having 4 touchdowns, but he also has those 3 interceptions. It's stressful to me. Now knowing that McCaffrey's on a pitch count, it's just kind of like, okay, we're going to have to find other avenues. We know about their offense. Going to have to stop Deebo Samuel, or at least try to. You saw he got the one on Jalen Ramsey and took that one to the house yesterday. So he is unreal when he gets the ball in his hands. So we're going to have to definitely stop him. And obviously Jeff Wilson Jr., that defense is the truth. But we shall see. I do not think that we get the W, and I think this is the game that is the straw that broke Campbell's back. Matt Rule is gone. Let's get an interim coach in here, and let's see what happens and make the decision. Either we're going to keep trying, or who are these draft picks? Bryce Young, Will Anderson, who are these guys? Get either a quarterback or a solid defender in here, and let's just move on to 2023.
I like that.
I can just picture it now. The game Sunday. David Tepper, owner of the Panthers, like, hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Here's my number. When you're available in February, call me.
That's funny. Right. I was just gonna say that. Who's not to say that Jimmy G won't end up in the NFC South? Because if anything, I'm just saying the fact that they only signed him to that 1 year on a conditional contract, and now he's balling out and showing everybody, oh yeah, no, I'm still playing. I'm not done.
He's still
Who's
here.
not to say that they just give up a bunch of draft picks and be like, here's San Fran, we want Jimmy G. He's our franchise. Let's do what you could never do. Let's give him a ring.
There you go.
Just saying. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Ben, thank you so much for being a special guest. I hope I see more of you.
I appreciate coming on. Thank you.
No, it was awesome. And we got the roundtable right after with Mr. Nick Rosario, Delilah, and Mr. Fingers, I believe he's on there as well, right? So, everybody tune in. And we got Ben show also tonight on Bucks Report with, Johnny Dean, Alex Loosemore?
Oh, no, it's Thursday night.
Oh, it's Thursday night. So tune into that show.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and have a fantastic Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.